Respected Chairman, Council members, senior in the profession and students. I'm extremely happy to be here on this auspicious occasion and happy to be witness to the 50th anniversary function of Ratnasan sir. I've been a student of Academy of Architecture and I'll always be proud of this institute which has groomed me and many others and made it possible for me to reach the pinnacle of my career. I like to give some, my thoughts. I want to express my thoughts and some, some important points for the education point of view. It will take only 5 minutes. Designing is an art. We strongly believe in design process with a systematic approach to the solution from the beginning to the end. Any superficial or decorative elements, wrong approach to the solutions, overconfidence or underestimating any stage leads to the failure of the project. One has to believe in continuous hard work and prayer for research in one desires success. For this, the efforts and thought process should be tireless. The success of the projects depends totally in bringing about changes in designing, detailing and various stages coupled with the brief in oneself. Adapting the right methodology in the process, learning the working conditions and working for our own satisfaction to arrive at the right design solutions. Unless a passion for the designing and deep involvement in job exists, it is not possible to do justice to both the work and the client as well. Teamwork, the right mental attitude and keenness for the work are the main keys to the design skills. Ethics relies and is deep rooted in the principle of mutual trust and openness. There should therefore be a tremendous belief in detailed working drawings, proper appointment of the various consultants, agencies, site in charge, suggesting of latest technology and corrected procedures, scientific way of workmanship in every item, method to be followed on the site is hence the important during the project. Studying of the site conditions, trying different concept and materials, being a constant touch with the market and availability of new materials involves the innovation in the design. These are keys of good and successful designing. Be selective about your work and clients and firmly believe in the quality more than the quantum. It is extremely important to understand the client thoroughly, his personality, nature, attitude, his detailed requirements, his business acumen, age factor, surroundings, financial capacity, etc. At the same time, it is equally important to know his budgetary constraints, for it is possible to design and deliver works differently in such cases. The approach would have been aggressive, suggesting various design ideas without putting any barriers to arrive at the right solutions. Designing skills have to be honed, polished, and designing itself should be upgraded on a regular basis and from various angles. This is a two taste and one's capacity and capability. To prove oneself further is important to visit various exhibitions, seminars, travel extensively locally or abroad to gain vital knowledge. Education should actually be at the forefront of all these activities, because in ours is the only profession when we land at anywhere, our education starts from that point, and that is the greatest advantage in our profession. So I strongly believe in the traveling and see so many things and to collect knowledge. The responsibility of the colleges is increasing day by day, and our education system therefore requires to be revamped with the drastic changes in both fields of architecture and interior, to develop the creativity of the mind and appointment for such researchers. Firstly, faculty members should be upgraded and educate themselves every year on the latest trends and with the market trends. Ability of the materials, technology, concepts which will help them to outgo the outdated system. They should organize an exchange program and workshops with the foreign architecture and interior design institutes for students and themselves as well. Organizing regular workshop from the services and the working drawings point of view. Site visits for practical knowledge and the needs to have self-sufficient in-house workshop facility will enhance their knowledge, self-confidence and aptitude towards the research. Most important, to avoid the failures, designers must know where to start and where to stop. I am indeed thankful to the Rachna Sansad and all the faculty members and everyone for giving me opportunity to express my brief but frank views on this occasion, and I firmly believe that it will continue to grow in its own special way, and administrators have always been serious to state the need for quality education. We will now, I like to project some my the work, so I believe I provide better insight into our work and approach. First, I'll start with one of the palace what we are designing in Pune. So we'll start from that. For Abyss Palace is designed in Pune. Can you show the plan? Yeah. This is the nearly about 8-acre plot, and there is an entrance from here, which second gate is for the exit. This is the main building, and the back side there is a swimming pool, there is a parking lot, and the entire the garden designed on a colonial basis, because the whole building is designed with a colonial style, and some modern architecture. They work like a chopper parking, helipad, then the fitness center and dais on this side. This is about 30,000 square feet total area of inside, and the remaining area is near about 20,000 square feet. The client is very enthusiastic about, because I am working for him from last 16 years non-stop, and when he has given me this work, we are suggested the colonial style for him, although his person is not like that, but still we have to suggest and we have to change, drastic change in the designing pattern. And I think that is the only solution where you can, if you want to design, differently. It was a bold approach, but client is also, they trust us. And now this was constructed 3.5 years before, and it has been constructed within the record time of only 3.5 years, with a design process and certain changes where it has taken place at the time of execution. Can you just show me there? This is the palatial look based on a French and Italian the elements, and this was like a very research oriented work, because I have traveled a lot and I have visited a number of palaces in the world, but when it comes to the reality and when to design, I had to start my education again from the zero. So I have studied again the history books, because the proportions are maintained here, which has really from that we are trying to understand from the various sections which has been detailed drawing was available. And then here, apart from this, 16 consultants appointed, various consultants, even a painting technologist appointed for a various painting, the style, because there is a FRP's design on the top with that molding, then the GRC is used, then regular plaster surfaces, there are other finishes